Good morning, all. Today I am going to represent a topic on the narcotics drugs. That is very important topics in our pharmacy syllabus, and it is included in the mainly three chapters. That is the narcotic drugs, sedative hypnotics, and the analgesic. Because same drugs and the same derivative are used in the several disease like sedative as a hypnotic as in central analgesics etc. So that is very important topic. Myself Rajeshwar Das, assistant professor, School of Pharmacy, the Newton University. The next slide was that is the first drug that is under the narcotics, that is called morphine. Mainly morphine derived from the opiate analgesics. Opium is a fruit of the poppy seed, and it is used as analgesic as well as the sedative and the narcotic drugs. Morphine is used for the management of chronic, moderate to severe pain. Opioid, including morphine, are effective for the short term management of pain. Patient taking opioid long term may be used to be monitored for the development of the physical dependency, addiction disorder, and the drug abuse. Because the common side effect of the narcotic drugs, that is the dependency on drugs. Because when the patient taking a same narcotic drugs a long time, they are depends on the drug. This dependency and dose cross the tolerance, as well as the patient are totally addicted on these drugs. This is the chemical structure of morphine, and then chemical formula of morphine was C17H19NO3. Mechanism of action of morphine. First is morphine is naturally divided opioid which act as central analgesic. Second, act on three receptors, that is mu, kappa, and delta receptors located predominantly in brain. Morphine can show both effect, that is firstly stimulant effect, then same drugs in high dose is produce the depression, and its analgesic effect is due to mu receptor. All three receptors are present at pre-junctional neuron and are GPCR, that is G-protein coupled receptors. Binding of opioid agonist lead to activation of G-protein coupled receptor and reduces formation of C cyclic AMP, followed by blocking or suppression of calcium ion and voltage gated N type channel, mainly kappa receptor, and open potassium channels, mainly through mu and delta receptor. Therefore, this result is hyperpolarization and decreased intercellular calcium ion concentration, lead to decrement in release of neurotransmitter by cerebral, spinal, and myenteric neurons. The image of the schematic diagram of the mechanism of morphine are given in my slide. Next is pethidine. It is also the opiate analgesic, that is the another derivatives of the opioid, and this is the structure. Pethidine is mainly a kappa opioid receptor agonist and also has local anesthetics effects. Pethidine has more affinity for the kappa receptor than morphine. Opioid receptors are coupled with G protein receptor and function as both positive and negative regulation of sympathetic transmission via G proteins, that active receptor proteins. binding of the opioid stimulant, the exchange of GTP for GDP on the G-protein complex as the effector system is adenyl cyclase and cyclic AMP located at the inner surface of the plasma membrane. Opioid decrease intercellular cyclic AMP by inhibiting adenylate cyclase. Subsequently, the release of non-sympathetic neurotransmitters such as substance P, GABA, dopamine, and acetylcholine and noradrenaline is inhibited. Opiate also inhibit the release of vasopressin, somatostatin, insulin, and glucagon, all other hormones. Opioid close N-type voltage operate calcium channel and open calcium dependent inwardly rectifying potassium channel, that is OP3 and OP1 receptor agonist. This result is hyperpolarization and reduced neuronal excitability. Next, that phenterine. This is the another derivative of the opioid. This is mainly GPR139 receptor negatively regulate the mu opioid receptor, reducing the cellular and behavioral response that cause the harmful side effect of the fentanyl and morphine. Three possible mechanisms include demineralization, inhibiting of the MOR trafficking and surface expression of the beta arresting requirement. GPR139 may addiction affect the signaling in the specific neuronal circuits. Another drug is the pentosocin. Pentosocin is the pro-dependence of evidence suggests that pentosocin antagonists the opioid effect by the obtaining for the same receptor site, especially the opioid mu receptors. All are the opioid derivatives. Another more commonly used drug that is called the tramadol. These are the structure of tramadol. Tramadol induce analgesic effect through a various variety of different target on the noradrenergic system, serotonergic system, and opioid receptor system. Tramadol exists as the racemic mixture, the positive enantiomer inhibitor serotonin reuptake, while the negative enantiomer inhibit noradrenaline reuptake by inhibiting to the blocking the transporter. Tramadol has also been shown to act as a serotonin releasing agent. Both enantiomer of tramadol are agonists of the mu opioid receptor and its M1 metabolite. O-dextromethorphan is also a mu opioid receptor agonist but is 6 times more potent than tramadol itself. All of these effects work significantly to induce analgesia. Thank you so much for listening.